Hi team, I hope you're all well. Today we're going to be starting a new video. We're going to be doing one of those ultimate book videos again. I'm going to take you out, do some book shopping, and we're going to do some reading. I'm not yet 100% sure what I want to read. I am in the midst of taking an exam for a course I've been doing, and I am not doing great with the exam. Let's just say that. So I'm very distracted at the moment. I'm feeling very like I'm in waiting mode for this exam to be over, and it's really distracting me, and I'm struggling to kind of lock in on books a little bit. So I think I'm not 100% certain what I'm going to be reading yet in this video. There is a possibility it could be a reread of The Deal by Elle Kennedy. Don't know what to tell you. I've watched the show, 10 out of 10, no notes. It was fantastic. I loved it. I feel like a reread could be the right thing for me right now because of how distracted I am with this course and needing to do revision and stuff like that. Feel that a reread could be a good shout. I also have some new books in from authors I've read from before or that are part of series that I'm already partway through, so they could be a good shout. So I'm not 100% certain yet what I'm going to be reading. But as soon as I pick something up and it sticks, I'll let you know. However, book shopping, I would like to get the following. Fever Dream by Elsie Silver. Potential book to read for this video. I also want to get Power Play by Chelsea Curto. Doesn't officially come out until tomorrow. However, I'm going to see whether or not they've got it in at the Works. We're going to nip to the Works in Wigan, and then we're going to nip to the Works at a garden centre around the corner from me if they don't have what I want, and see if that works. And if not, tomorrow I will nip to Warrington Works and see if I can get what I want from there. And then the other thing that I want to try and get is the Off-Campus series, the box set, you know, with the pretty sprayed edges from the Works. So we'll see whether or not I can locate that as well. And that's kind of what I'm aiming to get. I will see whether or not there's anything else I fancy in Waterstones when we nip into Wigan. And if they don't have what I want in the Works, then we will check the second Works. And if not, tomorrow we will check the third Works. But I will come back and give you a run through of what it is that I purchased today when we're back. So that is the plan, Jan. Book shopping, some reading. I don't know what else will be involved in this vlog. It just depends on how long it goes on for. But that is what is going on. So let's go do some book shopping, shall we? Let's go to the Works, see if we can locate what it is that I want to get, and see what damage we can do in the bookshop. Hello, it is now the next day. Yesterday wasn't as successful as I was hoping it would be with the bookstore. However, I did get a few things, and then I had some book mail when I got home. So I also have some book mail that I haven't unboxed in another video so far, so I thought I would show you now what it is. So the first thing that I do have is from the publisher, and it is Romantic Hero by Kirsty Greenwood. This has been sent to me from Evermore and comes out on the 4th of June. I don't think I'll have a chance to get to it before it comes out, but I'm very excited about this. It sounds really, really good. It's about an author who writes happily ever afters for a living, or she did until her own love life fell apart. Now her ex is thriving, her deadline is looming, and she can't write a single word. And then the villain from her latest cowboy romance ends up in her real life, and he's not as bad as she thought he was going to be. So I'm excited to give this one a go. I love it when novels come to life, or our main characters end up in their favourite novel. Love when that happens. So thank you to Evermore for sending me that. And then the other bit of book mail that I did get, I've taken out of its box, was from Wordy and Wild. So this is what I got. I did get some sockies. How cute are these bad boys? I'm obsessed with this print. I would love this on a sweater, honestly. So I got some socks. I got a stunning book sleeve, Struggles, with a zip. I think I might use this to take my Kindle and a book on to Ibiza with me, actually. So I think I might take a Romantic Hero. I'm not sure what I'm taking, actually. I have no idea. Then I also got a journal. It is a book review journal thing. I've got a few of these lying around the house now, and I never use them. But it's cute nonetheless. And then the book I did get was Happy Ending by Chloe Leese. I have the diverse pick. There is a diverse pick and a romance pick with Wordy and Wild for their boxes. And I have the diverse pick. So that means that I could end up with anything. Thriller, fantasy, romantasy, a romance. However, I did swap out my book this time. I think the book I was supposed to get was Smoke and Scar by Gretchen. I'm not sure what her last name is, but I did swap mine out for Happy Ending in the end anyway, because I love this cover. I'm obsessed with this cover. Look, there's a dog on it. I love it. Isn't it pretty? Pretty. Isn't it pretty? So yeah, I did get that as well. So that's another book that's coming. And then the book mail that had come in yesterday when I got back from where I'd been was from Inklaw. So I have 3 books from Inklaw. So we've got Under the Oak Tree, the novel, volume 3. I really need to get on with this series because I haven't read volume 1 yet. But they've sent me volume 3. I will put the date of when this comes out on screen along with the others as well. I love the graphic novels, the comics for these, but I haven't started the novels yet. The Broken Ring volume 3, and I haven't started that series either. And also Kingmaker volume 3, haven't started. Oh no, I have started that series. I've read volume 1. I do have volume 2. I haven't read it yet. So I got those as well from Inklaw. Thank you to them for sending me those. And then my trip into Wigan and then to the garden centre. I didn't get anything from the garden centre. They didn't have anything that I wanted. But to Wigan, I managed 3 books. So from the works, I did end up with Fever Dream by Elsie Silver. This is the works edition of Fever Dream. So there are these beautiful illustrated flaps on either side. And then this is a different colourway because on the normal copy, this is all blue. I don't know what colour these are, but this is all blue. So very pretty indeed. And then I did not need a 3rd copy of this book, but I couldn't just leave it alone. I could not leave it alone. I got a paperback copy of The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig. Now I saw this in the works, then I went to Waterstones, and then I saw it in Waterstones, and I was like, no, you know what? I am going to get a copy of that from the works because it was a £5 instead of £10.99, which is what it would have been in Waterstones. So the reason why I needed this is because of these sprayed edges. Look, Bartholomew and the Night. Stunning. Obsessed. I needed it. I didn't, but I did. I needed it. It's really pretty and it's floppy. Stunning. And then the other book that I did pick up was The Correspondent by Virginia Evans. I've read this one. I've also read The Night and the Moth. So out of the 3 books that I did pick up, I've read 2 of them. So yay for me. But yeah, The Correspondent by Virginia Evans. I've just recently read this in a vlog where I read books that I was interested in but unsure about, and I enjoyed this one and I wanted a physical copy for it because I think my parents could really enjoy it, so I just wanted a trophy copy for my shelves. and I picked it up while I was in Waterstones. So happy about that as well. Yay for me. So that was my haul. I have just been buying the next book in Shalini Abisakira's series, this Blade of Hours. So I've just gotten that from Fairy Loot, and now I am free as a bird to go out to Warrington and see if they have Power Play and also the Off-Campus series box set. So fingers crossed. I'm hopeful that maybe we might be successful in Warrington, at least for Power Play anyway. My hope for the Off-Campus series is dwindling, I will say. But if they do have it in and they've got more than one set, I'm going to buy a couple, because I know that there's quite a few people in my Discord that want a copy as well. So if I can distribute it out to them as well at cost, then I will do. I think that's going to be my plan. So if they have a few, I will get some extras for them. So that is going to be the plan at Jan. But I would, just be really fucking happy if I could get at least one. So we'll see whether or not. If I can't get it today, that is it. My hunt for the Works edition of Off-Campus is done. There's nothing else I can do at this point. I will just have to try and buy some normal copies. I always liked the newer covers, and at that point I then unhauled my indie editions, because I had indie editions of Off-Campus and Briar, but I got rid of those and I was going to replace them with the traditionally published ones, because I like the illustrated covers, but I just never replaced them. And then every single time I walked past the box set in the shop, I was like, I don't need it. It's pretty, but I don't need it. And now it was really fucking dumb of me to be like that. Sometimes it's really smart when that happens, but other times it's a very big mistake. Anyway, I'm going to go because I want to get myself off to the store. I have sprint starting at 2:30, if I remember correctly. It's now 10:30. So I do need to get Shufty on because I've got to go to Warrington, which it's not too far. It's like 15 minutes away, 20 minutes away, 2:30, yeah. So I need to get a Shufty on because I've got like 4 hours. So let's go off to Warrington, shall we? Okay, hello, I am back from shopping. I did not manage to get the Off-Campus series. However, I did manage to get Power Play with the sprayed edges. Very happy about this. The lady in the Works, because I asked her if they had any and she said no. She did say that they may be getting a delivery soon, so it might be on the delivery, it might not be. She said their deliveries tend to come in on Tuesday, so if I give them a call, she can, if she's got some, she can put one aside for me. So I'm going to give them a call next week and see whether or not they have it. If not, that's probably my last Hail Mary, actually. And then that's it, I'm done. I can't be bothered to look for it anymore. I really want it, but I can't be bothered to look for it. I also got some more Days body foam. I love this. I really want the pomegranate one, but I got Violet and Berry Whip, so I'm really liking that. And then I just got some new mascara because I think mine might have run out. I don't use it very often, but I've got to try and get my eyes used to wearing mascara because I'm going to have it on all day for my wedding. And then I'm going to have it actually on all day as well for Laura's wedding in just over a week's time, which is fucking terrifying. And I also got myself this micro brow pencil because my makeup artist for the wedding used one on me and I really liked what it did to my brows. So Got myself those from Superdrug. And then I did nip into Waterstones. I didn't get anything from Waterstones, but I did nip into TK Maxx. I got myself a new lip balm because I needed one. And a few weeks ago, I nipped into TK Maxx. Actually, it was probably well over a month ago now, but I nipped into TK Maxx and found these, which were really pretty. And they are works from Tolkien. Now, Andy's a big Lord of the Rings fan. He's read, I think, the first 2 books in the series. He's probably at the same point as me. But I got these, I was like, these are really, really pretty. Anyway, he loves them, but we were down 2 books. So I thought I'd nip into TK Maxx and see if I could find them. And I could. So now I have the collection. Look at how pretty they are. So obsessed with those. And I also got this bag, L Sports bag. Look how pretty this is. There's a zip on it as well. So it zips up, which is great. And I was thinking it might be really handy for my hand luggage for the plane. Andy's going to use our backpack, and I thought this would be perfect for the plane for Ibiza. So I picked that up because I can put like his tablet in, my Kindle in, our headphones in, things like that. I can hold the electronics, and the backpack can have like extra clothes and stuff in that we're going to need because we've only got 1 suitcase between us. And we're taking my bridesmaid's dress, my shoes, and his suit. And, you know, we've got other outfits as well for the welcome drinks. And then also there is a pool party the day after. So I'm freaking out a little bit about the fact that we've only got 1 suitcase, but it is what it is. And then I've come home and these are waiting for me. So thought that I would open them with you. If you can hear gas, it is my lunch on the hob. I'm making girl dinner, which is essentially pasta and cheese. It's 1 o'clock, by the way, so sprints are happening in an hour and a half. So this is my pre-order of Teddy Bears Never Die by Cho Yeon, and this one sounds really interesting. I can't figure out what the age range on this, but it sounds really good. A poisoned city, a grieving daughter, a boy trapped in a teddy bear's body. And it's about revenge, and there's a supernatural element to it, and it sounds great. And just look at that cover. I'm tempted to save this for Summerween. I don't know if it's necessarily giving Summerween vibes, but I don't know. I'm tempted to save it for that. I may try and pick it up soon, I'm not sure. But I'm excited about that, so I did get that. And then I've got a box from a box of stories, which is very exciting. I wasn't anticipating this. I know I was a rep for them last month, but I didn't realise this was like a longer term thing. So that is exciting. So let's open it up and find out what's in here. I think it was fantasy last time. I don't know if that is the case this time. It looks like it. I can see Rebecca Ross and Kendall Blake. So they're definitely fantasy writers. Okay, so we have the bookmark. Cute. We've got The Crescent Moon Tea Room by Stacey Sivinsky. I've seen this cover around. This sounds really cute. Charming, uplifting, utterly enchanting, the Quigley sisters, what's more magical than witchy triplets? And their lovely cozy stories will steal your heart. Adorable. Sounds cute. Oh, Rebecca Ross, Dreams Lie Beneath. I've read a few Rebecca Ross now. I haven't loved anything from her. I have The Queen's Rising on my radar though, because of, it's on my 12 books from 12 friends. Oh, there's a map in it. This is like a really big paperback. Do you struggle with Rebecca Ross's writing style sometimes? Because it is quite lyrical. This one says, Ross has spun a lyrical web of rivals and romance in a lush, sweeping world where dangers lurk, secrets are guaranteed, and trusting anyone is a mistake you'll make only once. Ooh. Who can break the curse over the realm of Azinor? Interesting. It's Chonky Boy. Then we have another Chonky Boy from Kendall Blake, which is Champion of Fate. I think I've tried something from Kendall Blake as well. Did I try 3 Dark Crowns? I can't remember. We have another map. To be an Aristine is to give up your mortal life and to be granted a new one. Breathtaking new fantasy that's going to sweep you away and leave you wanting more. When did this come out? Oh, 2023. Okay. Cute. Nice cover. And then this one is The Bone Diver by Angie Spotto. Never heard of this before. Steeped in fairy tale and legend, The Bone Diver is an eerily beautiful reimagining of the myth of Selkie. I was swept away on these deep gothic currents. A gothic tale of family, the legend of the Selkies, and a young woman who is offered an impossible choice. Wow. I don't think I've read much with Selkie before. Interesting. Okay, thank you so much to A Box of Stories for sending me those. I wasn't expecting another box from them actually, so that is very fun. How exciting. I should probably do another reading vlog with those. I have not got the time in my, at all, just in life really, right now to do that, but maybe soon. Maybe in a few months, I don't know. Anyway, I need to get on with my lunch. But yeah, just wanted to come on and give you a haul of what it was that I got while I was in Warrington. I got some cookies as well from Millie's Cookies, yum yum. So yeah, I did also want to let you know I have started rereading The Deal. I've started rewatching The Deal. I'm about 2.5 episodes into rewatching The Deal. I am about 17% into rereading The Deal and I'm having a good time. So I will be continuing on with that today, I think. I don't know what else to pick up. I am tempted to pick up Fever Dream, the new Elsie Silver, because I'm excited about that one. So I am tempted to pick that up, but we'll see. I've got sprints obviously starting with patrons in an hour and a half, so I'm probably going to carry on watching some more off campus. We'll see. So I will check in with you when I have an update for you. Hello. All right. I thought while we're doing a ultimate book video that we could do a little bit of a reshuffle and actually restock my tree bookshelf downstairs, which used to hold my special editions, you know, my Reread and Illumicrate and all of that jazz books. However, it is very much so depleted. I have like 3 Afterlight books left and then I have a handful of Reread and Illumicrate books left. So it's looking very bare down there and this is looking incredibly jam-packed. So my thought process is that we restock it and I can just continue doing Keep It or Eat It from that shelf. Because why not? So I have brought these up because I've already read them and I need to put them on the shelf. We've got The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig. This is the Reread edition. I have a Waterstones edition, a Reread edition, and also a paperback. Don't with me. We Who Will Die by Stacia Stark, Fire in the Sky by Sophie Jordan, To Cage a Wild Bird by Brooke Fast, and also Sorcery and Small Magics by Magadushi. I hope there's some news on a new release from this author soon, because I really enjoyed that one. So I thought that we could drag some books off and replace. So let's have a look-see. I reckon Isle in the Silver Sea by Tasha Suri can go downstairs. This is damaged, despite the fact that we replaced it twice. It's still damaged. So I reckon that can go downstairs, and I reckon, is Stormbreaker on my, no it isn't, it's Trial of the Sun Queen I think. Stormbreaker can go downstairs by Nisha J. Tooley as well. And Fear the Flames, because I do need to be forced to pick this one up. And also on that basis, The Bell Witches by Lindsay Kelk. I will also take down the sequel as well, so that they're together. Our Vicious Oaths by N.E. Davenport can go down, as can Riftborn. I would take Silvercloak and The Book of Blood and Roses, but those two are both on our fantasy bingo, so that's not going to work out. I've read everything from this top shelf, you can't see it, but except for The God and the Guisin, so they can all stay. And then here I have read Bonded by Thorns. I'm actually thinking of unhauling the series because you can get them on Kindle Unlimited, because Frozen by Starlight has just come out. It's fucking enormous. So I'll read them on my Kindle, I think. Shield of Sparrows, Rights of Starlin. I need to read Rights of Starlin. I need to restart Diabound, but I have Furybound. I've read The Night and the Moth, so while we're here, might as well squeeze that in. Quicksilver, Brimstone. I've read Quicksilver, need to read Brimstone. These are on our fantasy. I have read A Fate Inked in Blood and a Curse Carved in Bone. Wolf King and the Night Prince. I've read the Wolf King. I do need to read the Night Prince. 2 copies of Metal Slinger. Obviously some shuffling's going to have to happen here again when Light Wielder comes in. And same with this Monster of Mine and our Blade. This Blade of Ours, or whatever the fuck the book's called. This is my paperback copy of The Night and the Moth. I need to move that down there. So then down here, Silver Elite. This is where Broken Dove will go, because it's currently in my read for the month pile. Heavenly Bodies and Fallen Stars. I do need to reread Heavenly Bodies. I'm going to be reading this series. I have read The Coven. I need to read The Cursed and the Damned. I've read The Untaken of Heart and Mercy. I need to read the rest. I've read Her Majesty's Royal Coven. I need to read the rest. Bloodbound needs to go on my spinning case because it is my patron buddy read. Scar and the Bone can stay up here with its sequel. Blackthorn can go downstairs though, because I haven't read that yet. So yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. That gap needs to stay. I don't think I'm going to get these books on though, which is a shame. Whoopsie, it's upside down. I might have to push this in. That's such a shame because I liked having that facing out. Let's put that up there. Cage of Wildbird can stay down here. Fire in the Sky and Scar in the Bone. That can go up there. Okay, I've made some room. A little bit. Which is fine. So, is there anything on here that needs to go back on these shelves? Or can go downstairs? Or your Princess Assassin can go downstairs? So they all can go downstairs. I may need to find some more to take with me, because there might still be room. Which is fine. I don't really want to put paperbacks down there. I want to keep it to hardbacks, but I have either read the first in everything else, or it's on my Our Fantasy Bingo and I don't really want to put it downstairs on that basis. So I might have to start putting some paperbacks down there, which I don't really want to do, but oh, hang on. The Enemy's Daughter can go down there. That'll be fine. All right, let's take them downstairs. Okay, so as you can see, it is looking pretty bare. I have already brought some down that aren't Fairy Loot editions and stuff. We've got Tales of a Monstrous Heart and Dark Forgetting. So they can go with Weaving Shaw down there. Verity Guild has just come in. So they can stay at there. Those are some special editions that I've got left. I do need to make a decision on some of these though, because I think I am still interested in Immortal by Sulin Tan. I don't think I've got any interest. I've definitely no interest in The Whispering Dark anymore. I haven't heard good things, so I think I'm just going to unhaul that without reading it. Spice Road I'll keep for the time being, and Firebird I'll keep as well. So Warrior, Princess, Assassin can go with the special editions. And then let's stop this up. Still got a lot of room. I might have to think about bringing some more down, but for the time being it's looking a little bit better and I'm okay with that. I did want to mention to you actually that I have made progress on The Deal by Elle Kennedy. Sorry, we just literally, it's the same literally 2 seconds later after what we've just done. So I'm on page 274. I'm 83% into The Deal. I have like an hour of the audiobook left, so I'm going to finish that today. My mum's coming picking the dog up at about 1ish, and it is 10 to 12, so I'll not get to it now because I probably end up being interrupted, and I'm going to make some lunch. But I also started another book. Now, part of me doesn't want to mention this here because I don't know if I'm going to finish it in this video. My intention is to do so though. Like, my intention is to finish The Deal and this book, but there's no audiobook for it. It's an arc. And I have already mentioned it in this video, so we'll have to see whether or not I do manage to finish it or not in this video. But it is Romantic Hero by Kirsty Greenwood. I decided to read the first chapter last night, which is actually the prologue, and I'm using the fucking thing for a bookmark. It's really fucking hot in here. I decided to read the prologue last night just to see how it would go and whether or not I could physically read this or whether I wait till the audiobook comes out on the 4th of June. And it was really fast-paced, straight into the story, no messing about, and literally like this and this. And the chapters in here are like really quick. Chapter 1, chapter 2. Like, the chapters are really quick. I'm up to chapter 8, I'm on page 48, and so far I'm really enjoying this. I'm having a good time with it. Liking the writing style. I have noticed, it's an arc, so I'm going to notice, but there is a spelling mistake or two. I'm just hoping that the editor and the publishers will notice that before it's officially published. But I'm liking this so far. We are following Gertie, who is a romance author, and her life has been going swimmingly so far. She's in the process of writing the last book in a cowboy romance series that she's been writing, and then her boyfriend Henry, who she's been with for 4 years, breaks up with her, and she now cannot write. She's got writer's block. How do you write romance if you are struggling to believe in it? So we start off in the prologue where there is a cowboy on her couch and she's wondering what the fuck is going on. That's literally the prologue. And then we go to 24 hours earlier, and obviously she's going through the motions of being upset about this boyfriend and everything. I think it's happened a while ago, but she's still upset about it, naturally. And her neighbour next door, Mrs. Casablanca, ends up helping her out. And she's like, listen, let's do some manifestation. Let's do this little manifestation thing on the roof tonight. Meet me at 8 o'clock. So they do, it's a full moon, it's great timing, so they do this manifestation thing, and then the following day she ends up with this cowboy on her couch. And as it turns out, this guy says he's called River Oakley, who is the villain in her cowboy romance series. He's like very much so a back character, but he is the villain in her cowboy romance series. Now she thinks this is a joke. She thinks her agent Bridget has sent this man to dress up as River and inspire her to write. So she's going through the motions of thinking that this is a joke, but as it turns out, I think he's actually the guy from her book. Somehow he has ended up in her apartment. And so it should be interesting to see where this goes. The synopsis says the last thing Gertie needs is more drama, like waking up to find a confused and rugged cowboy on a sofa. Not just any cowboy, but River Oakley, the villain from her unfinished novel. Somehow very real and very shirtless. River wants to go home, Gertie wants her life back, so they strike a deal. He'll use his cunning ways to help her win back her ex, she'll finish the novel, and surely he'll return to whatever world he rode in from. But as River Oakley proves to be so much more than just the bad guy, Gertie has to choose the ending she thought she wanted, or the plot twist she never saw coming. So this isn't a short book by any stretch of the imagination. It's 375 pages. So, but I got to page 48 pretty quickly last night, so I'm hopeful that maybe I'll be able to finish this in this video. I want to finish at least 2 books because it gets me up to a point where I'm ready to read my 100th book, and I know what that book's going to be, and it's going to have its own video, so I need to read 2. So if I start to struggle with the pacing of this, I'll pick up another audiobook, but if not, I will try and finish this, and obviously I will finish the deal. So that is going to be the plan, Jan. So that's what's up. Just wanted to come on and give you an update on this and do a little bit of that book shuffling. So that is what's up. I need to do my exam this evening, so I need to do some revision at some point today as well. Once the dog's gone, I'm going to stick the audiobook on, and I'm going to strip the bed and put new bedding on, and I'm going to hoover everywhere once the dog has gone. There's no point doing it yet because he's still here, but once he's gone, I'm going to strip the bed, remake it. Actually, I'm going to hoover, strip the bed, remake it, and then I will hopefully at that point should have finished the deal, and then I will see what time it is, and I should probably do some revision at that point for my exam. So that's going to be what's up. This romantic comedy has become my bedtime read. I was reading it in bed last night. I might read some more this evening after my exam, depending on how that goes. I'll probably either be drowning my sorrows or celebrating with some cider that I've just picked up from the supermarket this morning. I'm excited to have one of those. It's fucking sweltering outside. It's really warm, and it's going to be warm for the foreseeable, the next week at least, I think. Look at that, 28 degrees on Monday. Bank holiday as well. It's going to be a scorcher, and tomorrow we're out with family, so yeah, it's going to be glorious. So I'm going to go, and I will check in with you when I've finished the deal, probably. Hello, it has been a few days. It is now Monday, and it is 7:18 Monday morning. I haven't spoken to you all weekend. I can't even remember the last thing I said to you, in all honesty. So I think I told you that I might have an hour left of the deal. I still have an hour left of the deal. I've done no reading all weekend, honestly. I significantly fell behind with everything I needed to get done this weekend. It's been an incredibly social weekend. Friday, me and Andy ended up going out because it is our 4-year anniversary. I got particularly drunk. I had a good time. And then Saturday, I had the boys in the morning. Never again will I drink the night before I've got the boys. I had the boys in the morning because Andy was going for the suit fitting with the lads, which included my brother. My sister-in-law was at work. So I had the boys in the morning, and then we met up with everybody else at the cricket club at the top of my brother's street for a British Royal Legion 105-year anniversary thingy-mabob. We went last year and it was fantastic, so went again this year, had a very good time. It was a lovely day out with family. And then yesterday I was at work at the pub I was supposed to start at 11 and finish at 2. I ended up starting at 11:15 and finishing at 3. So after that, I had a drink, and then we went to a friend of ours to go and see him for a few hours and hang out with him. So yeah, it's been a very social weekend, and I have got a lot I need to catch up on now, significantly with work. So today is Monday. Normally I would be at my brother's, but it's bank holiday Monday here in the UK. So going to try and get as much work as I possibly can today for myself. Same thing tomorrow, and I'm going to my brother's on Wednesday. So I need to try and really lock in over the next couple of days to get as much as I possibly can done. I've significantly fallen behind with my reading. So I do want to finish the deal. I've got an hour left on audio, and I'm going to take some Instagram photos and try and schedule a bunch of Instagram posts while I'm doing that. So I'm going to whack my headphones on. I think I really need to, but it's really fucking warm. I'm sorry if you can hear the rattling of one of the fans. That one's a little bit knackered. The other one is doing much better, but it's facing the door, and I really need to try and bring it in this room so that it's facing me, really. So yeah, I'm going to try and do that while I finish off the deal. And then I think what I'm going to do, I mentioned to you Romantic Hero, and I haven't made any more progress on this book. So for the time being, I'm not going to force myself to plow through this today. I have got so much other stuff to be doing that I either need something very short, like a manga that's quick for me to get through to make some good progress, or I need a very quick audiobook. So I think I'm probably going to go for some manga. I was waiting for this parcel to come in, to be honest, and now it's here. It came in yesterday and I haven't opened it. I can't remember whether or not I told you, but I actually had somebody message me the other day saying, I know you've been trying to locate the off-campus series from the Works special edition ones, and my Works has some in. So if you want, I can pick one up for you and send it over to you. So I was naturally buzzing my little head off. Thank you to Emily for reaching out. I really appreciate you. Yay! Look at those! Oh my God, Emily, thank you so much. Bless her heart. I adore you. Oh, bless her. I need to get in. Yeah, I was waiting for these to come in. Well, also, I haven't finished reading, but I was waiting for these to come in as well so that I could unbox them with you, because obviously we did the hunting for these in this video. So I really wanted to make sure that they were in the video. So, I'm buzzing. Thank you so much, Emily, you absolute sweetheart. You have saved my bacon here, because honestly, I was at a point, I was going to try with Warrington tomorrow when they have their delivery in, but she said there's no guarantee that we're getting them. So, she said we get a delivery on a Tuesday. We may have some on the delivery, but there's no guarantee. I was like, okay, cool. So we have, they're floppy as well. Stop it. Oh, that's outstanding printing, Pittacus. Okay, so we've got The Deal, which is what I am currently reading, with the edges that look like this. The Mistake, which is John Logan's book. The edges look like this. The Score, which is Dean De Laurentiis' book with Ali. The edges look like this. Goal, which is John Tucker's book. The edges look like this. And then The Legacy, which I actually never read, because I can't remember what my reasoning was for not reading this one, but I heard bad things. So I actually never read this one. It goes back to follow them 3 years after graduation and see where they're at now. So, I am buzzing my little head off. Emily, thank you so, so much for coming through with these. I appreciate you so much. Oh, they're stunning. So, yeah, thank you so much, Emily, you absolute sweetheart. I am buzzing about that. So, yeah, I'm going to finish this off, and then I will move on to a manga, I think. Oh, I also wanted to mention, I hit 12k subscribers on YouTube, and I can't believe it. I had this mini goal in my head. With things like this, I try not to say them out loud, because I like to try and manifest them in my head. And I had this mini goal in my head at the start of the year that I wanted to hit 12k before the wedding. I can't remember what I was at the beginning of the year, but I wanted to hit 12k before the wedding. We are 9 and a bit weeks out from the wedding, and I've hit 12k, and I can't quite believe it. So thank you so much to all of you for being here. I truly appreciate it. You have made this girl's dreams come true, and you have helped me to be able to make this my full-time job. I absolutely love doing this as a job. I find it sometimes stressful, and I do get nervous and anxious about it all, but I absolutely love it, and I wouldn't want to be doing anything else. So thank you so much for making that happen. I truly appreciate you. To anybody who is new, welcome. I hope you enjoy your time here, and I cannot thank you enough. Thank you so much. I very much so appreciate it. If you wanted to follow me anywhere else, just a quick FYI, because I don't do this enough, I do have my Instagram, my Goodreads, my Storygraph, my Patreon, in which I do reading sprints every single week, usually on a Monday and a Thursday, and we have a buddy read, things like that. I try and do exclusive videos and stuff as well. If you wanted the link to that, everything is in the description box down below, as well as any affiliate links I have as well. Books Please, I get 5% off. Already cheap books, you get 5% off. I get a little bit of commission. So that's an affiliate link down there. I have one for BookBeat as well. I have one for Stitch S. So if you wanted to check any of those links out as well, they're always in the description box down below. Just a quick little plug, because I don't do that enough, and I probably should. So any of my links, if you're interested in following me on any other social medias, they're all down there. I am on TikTok. I don't go on there anymore. I deleted the app off my phone. I needed to get off it. I was spending too much time doom scrolling. So I do still have access to it via my computer, but honestly, I haven't looked at TikTok in probably since I deleted it off my phone, which might have been 4 months ago now. So I should probably just delete my page, but I don't know, part of me wants to go back to trying again with it. The problem is, once I post my video on there, or my post on there, I end up doom scrolling them for about 3 hours and losing hours and hours of my life to it. I have then now just gone to losing hours of my life on Instagram instead. It's probably the same thing, but Instagram I've been active on a lot longer on Instagram. So yeah, but any links if you wanted to follow me elsewhere, down in the description box down below. Thank you so much for being here and for making 12k possible before the wedding. I truly appreciate you. And yeah, just a little thank you. 12k, can't believe it. Incredible. Didn't think I'd get here, that's for sure. So thank you so much, and I'm gonna go get the deal finished and get on with my day. Okay, hello, I'm here to wrap this vlog up. I'm going to wrap up these two in a minute, but I have been waiting for this parcel to come so I can wrap this vlog up so that it's unboxed in here, because I might as well. So this is a parcel, an order that I've made at Books Please. So they always come with some bookmarks, Books Please bookmarks, and I got a few non-fictions this time, actually. In fact, most of them are non-fiction, only one of them is not. And I have read the one that is not non-fiction, and it is a paperback copy of Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. I have been waiting for this to come out so that I can have a copy to match my American paperbacks of Emily's other books. So excited to have this one. I read this one last year while I was in Egypt and really enjoyed it. So I'm glad that I now have a complete collection for Emily Henry. Yeah, I do. Complete collection for Emily Henry. Very pretty indeed. Books Please is where I got all my US editions. Then I did get Winnie the Pooh, The 100 Acre Wood cookbook. This is a recent release, I believe. I don't tend to get many cookbooks because I'm really fussy with food, so I don't usually get a lot of cookbooks, but this is Winnie the Pooh inspired, and it just, you know, it makes sense. I am one of Winnie the Pooh's biggest fans. Look at them, they look banging. So lots of illustrations of Pooh Bear and friends, Kanga and Roo, Pooh Bear pancakes with honey berry compote. Look at them, how cute are them? Adorable. So I'm excited. Chocolate dipped honeycomb sweets, they sound banging actually. I don't usually, oh wow, stop, I want some of that. Don't usually eat honey. I do like honeycomb though. Parties and picnics, cute. What is that? Hero cake. Yum. What are these? The recipe's right here. Thumbprint biscuits. Sign me up. I want some thumbprint biscuits. That's what I want. Yeah, normally I wouldn't get a cookbook because I'm really fussy with my food. But this one looks really good. Salted watermelon punch with cucumber and basil. There's a few in here that I wouldn't make because I wouldn't like some of the stuff. However, some of it looks really good. So yeah, got myself a copy of Winnie the Pooh's cookbook. It was needed, okay? Then I got myself a copy of Why I Love Horror, Essays on Horror Literature, edited by Becky Siegel Spratford. I've heard really good things about this, and I think it will be absolutely fascinating. I loved your favourite scary movie last year from Ashley Collins. I really loved that one last year, and I know that this was doing the rounds last year because I think it was part of Kayla's book club last year. So I'm really intrigued to give this one a go and give this one a read. And then also on the horror non-fiction, I also got a copy of Monsters in the Archives, My Year of Fear with Stephen King by Caroline Bix. I'm obsessed with this cover, I will say. I'm waiting to read this one because I believe it spoils Pet Sematary, The Shining, Night Shift, Salem's Lot and Carrie. Now I've read Pet Sematary, The Shining and Carrie. I still need to read Night Shift and Salem's Lot. So if you see my TBR, you will know that Night Shift is on my June TBR, and Salem's Lot I'll be picking up soon for another video. So I wanted to make sure that I had a copy of this in preparation once I'd finished Salem's Lot, because I will be picking this up pretty swiftly after that. It sounds fantastic. It's got like some mixed media in here and stuff, and it sounds really good. So I'm really looking forward to this one. It's got like pictures and stuff as well. Picture, annotations. It sounds so good. I'm so interested by this. So yeah, really looking forward to this as well. So a few non-fictions, a cookbook, couple non-fictions, and my copy of Great Big Beautiful Life. Very happy about those. So I just wanted to unbox those with you before we wrap the vlog up. But I did in fact finish both of my books. So The Deal by Elle Kennedy. I am giving this one, I think like a 4.25 stars. I am very aware, when I first read this I gave it 5 stars, but that was back in like 2020, 2021. Was it even earlier than that? I can't remember. It was a while ago, and I'm very aware that upon reread of this it is a little bit problematic. I think the show, personally for me, the show does it better, but I do still love these books. They give me a sense of nostalgia, so I'm very aware that they are, you know, in places problematic. I think Elle is trying to show that this is essentially what boys do and think at this age, or at least they used to anyway. Back in the day, it is probably a representation of its time, albeit men do still make comments on women's bodies. So, and they do still, you know, sleep around and do their thing, and fine, if you want to sleep around, that's fine, your prerogative, and I'm never going to shame anybody for doing that, male, female, any other gender, never going to shame anybody for doing that. But it's, you know, quite heavy-handed in here, but I think it's supposed to be heavy-handed. Like, that's the point, is to show that they are guys, they are frat brothers, they are guys in college, and that's how, not all the time, but that is how guys in college can be. So I don't know, I'm very aware of it, you know, but I still had a good time with it. 4.25 stars. And then I did read Jujutsu Kaisen by Gege Akutami, volume 1, and I gave this one 3 stars. I don't think I'm going to continue on with it. It was good and I enjoyed it, but I have so many other manga series that I'm already in the middle of and that I'm already committed to. I think this one is a really long one. I definitely saw like volume 30 at some point when I was searching this one up on Goodreads. So I think this is a really long series, and it's a real commitment to be buying all of these so that I can read them. So I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't think I'm going to commit to it. But I'm glad that I've given this one a go because it's been on my TBR for a while. I'm already committed to so many others that unless it was going to be better than one of the others that I'm maybe committed to and I could drop that instead, I'm not going to commit to it. So I'm glad I've read it though. 3 stars for that. So those are the 2 books that I have read during this vlog. I cannot believe I actually managed to get my hands on a copy of the Works editions of these. I'm so thrilled about that. Thank you again to Emily for that. Truly appreciate you. But yeah, this has been quite the heavy haul ultimate book video, honestly. Like, I was having a quick look through to see what exactly came in during this video, and it was a lot. There was a lot of stuff came in during this video. So I hope you have enjoyed the video. There's been more hauling of books, I think, than there has reading, obviously, but I hope you have enjoyed the video. Chat to me in the comments down below. Let me know if you've read any of the books that I've hauled that I haven't read yet, and what maybe I should prioritize. And yeah, I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you in whatever comes next. Bye for now.